I present to you Minecraft.
What kind of lawyer are you going to be?
We all make our
Are you
choices.
going to play it straight?
You're not a real
Or are
lawyer.
you going to
So you were always like this.
be colorful?
They put us on.
There's no point in me doing this if I can't be myself.
Justin's right about you all right.
Such a waste of time. Okay, back to the survival. Okay, so hear me out. I was stripping copper grates here, and I was trying to get the correct spots. Like, this spot isn't stripped already, so I go boom, 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 boom. And I realized I was doing kind of like an aim training thing where I only got the right spots, and I was trying to, do it super quickly. And I've also been playing a lot of Counter-Strike lately, shout out. And I'm thinking, I'm wondering what to do for this next episode. I might do like an aim training sort of thing where, something pops up with a piston and I have to like click, 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 and it counts how many I actually get before they disappear. I don't know. It's gonna be like a little bit of redstone, a little bit of building. I think it could be a good episode, so let's get into it. Okay, so I've been in the creative world for a while here, creating this aim training sort of mini game here, and I gotta say it turned out pretty well here. So to activate it, basically all of these redstone lamps are on here, but the second you start flicking item frames, they turn off, and then they will randomly start to be turned on again, at which point you start to flick based on when you see them turned on. I think I'm gonna set a timer for like 1 minute. There is a point system. I don't have it hooked up to this chest yet. It's actually down here right now, but there is a point system. Set the timer for a minute, and then we see how fast I go. Setting the timer for 1 minute. 3, 2, 1, go. Now this minigame is kind of challenging as well because the item frames are taking up part of the redstone lamp, so you have to look really closely, which I think is important if you're playing a game like Counter-Strike or something, because like you have to peek and look at the heads really closely. So my eyes are focused, my mouse handling is focused.
Mama sell her baby boy. Like enough to be Joe, the Joe T-Rex, my packet of 4
Okay, that's the time. I'm not flipping any more of these signs here. Let's see how many items got dispensed. Oh, this time I think I got more. 64, 68, 72, 73, 74. No way. 75 points. That's one more point than I got last time. So it is, because you're working within a certain timer, like it would be difficult to up your score unless you're on a really hard difficulty. There's a couple different features that I want to add that I haven't put in yet. Like I said, the difficulty system where like depending on how many items are in the hopper timers that are behind here, it would determine the frequency of which these redstone lamps are being turned on. Like I can make them faster, I can make them short or longer, I should say. Also, I want items, like once this chest is hooked up, I want those items, where it says the point system, I count it up, and then when I close it, I want those items to be filtered through with a hopper back into the dispensers so that I don't have to manually fill up the dispensers each time. But let's talk about the redstone a little bit. So I'll kind of start from like front to back here. The most important thing I think to understand is like with these item frames, if you hook them up to comparators behind any block, not just a redstone lamp, the comparator is reading the signal of that item frame. So based on how rotated the item is in the item frame, that determines the signal of this redstone, like the power of it, and the observer is noticing that this redstone dust is changing, which sets this whole thing into motion. It moves a piston, which moves a redstone block. Once the redstone block is moved, it goes into this dispenser here, which, activates the item, goes into hoppers here, into the chest. Also, when the redstone block is moved here, it gets moved from this spot to this spot. And as you can see, this redstone signal is going into the lamp. So it turns off the lamp. So I move the item frame, lamp turns off. But how does the lamp come back on, and how does this whole thing get randomized? Well, when this redstone block gets moved to this slot right here, this piston is hooked up to a hopper timer, which is set to, this one's set to 5 blocks, that one's set to something else. The amount of items that you put in the hopper timer will determine how fast those redstone lamps are being turned back on, which will determine the difficulty of the minigame. So this whole section here is really just randomizers, which are being hooked back up to these pistons to turn the lamps back on and make the point system work. As you can see, the pistons are randomly being pushed, and if a redstone block was there, it would be pushed back in place, ready for me to once again flip it and turn the lamp off, get another point. I know it's a jumbled mess. I'm just assuming that the mini game will be indoors somewhere and all of this will be hidden here. I could make it more compact in the future if people are really interested in this. I could do some sort of like improvement where I do a tutorial, but let me know, guys, let me know. But for right now, I gotta throw this thing into the survival world, so here we go. Dude, whenever it starts raining in the world now, I always go inside because I noticed it started messing with like the bitrate of the video. Can you guys tell, like, the quality of the video goes down with all these pixelated rains, but the second I go inside, it's gonna get a better quality. Little YouTube test for you right there. Oh gosh, I forgot to wax these guys. They're all turning into statue. No! What the hell is going on here? I'm saving the golems. Go, be saved. There we go, I've saved them all. I gotta get some honey to fix them. So 2 things before I build this mini game. Number 1 is obviously I have to create a palette here for the building. And number 2 is I have to choose a nice spot. I'm gonna head over to the map here, our map TTC area. Mentioned this a few times, but again, we're trying to populate areas around here so that the map looks insane. I'm a big map fan. Has to be somewhere relatively flat as well. I'm thinking maybe this area with the village past Ben's manor. Ben started building his custom trees here. This map hasn't been updated since June 8th. It has been a while. Is that the... No, there has to be a more recent one. Maurice? That's March 1st. I don't think it's a bad spot. Somebody, I think, lit this place on fire. It might be worth me doing the same. I could also gather some spruce wood, but it's a pretty flat area. It's not near any, you know, serious builds, so I don't think I'm taking anything away by building colorfully. Just gonna check, double check. I also included the new feature that I was talking about, where you see the items go directly in towards the chest, so I don't have to, like, go to the back to see how many points I got. After a few seconds of, you know, turning items here, you'll see there should, I haven't tested this yet, but there should be some roses going through this bubble column, maybe? I always do this. I miss a step, guys. I miss a step. I think I might have to do ice blocks. Yeah, items are getting stuck right there. I have to do ice blocks, then it should work. Okay, it should be working here now. If I flick all of these, it's dispensing items back there. I have it on a pretty fast timer here. And then if I look over, yep, here they go. They're flying upwards. And then if I look in the chest here, it's accumulating, so that step is complete. I think the last thing I'm going to do this episode, which might be a very hard step considering how compact I made this, is creating a sort of timer system. Like if there's a button here or a button above or something where it's like 1 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute. So I think I've just about sorted out this 1 minute timer here. So when this button on the left is pressed, the signal gets powered. It goes all the way to the back of the machine here. And it moves this redstone block, which sets this hopper timer into motion. It has exactly 150 blocks, which equals 1 minute. Then when that 1 minute timer is up, it moves the redstone block once again, which will lock all of these hoppers. So I'm going to give it a go. I can try and move these item frames here, but as you can see, it's not adding any points. It's not turning on the redstone lamp. I checked the chest, and that's because everything is completely locked. The randomizers are not going, which means these are not contributing towards the point system. Okay, one small hiccup there, but I think the 1 minute timer is working correctly now. So starting to turn on the lights. You right click as fast as possible. The 1 minute timer has begun. Let's see if we can do this. I'm trying to get like the flicks too, like keeping my mouse in the center and hitting it. Like I can't get it. Oh, I think the system's locked. I was like still trying to right click, but it wasn't working. Okay, so it's been a minute. Let's check the points. I did really bad there. I only got 47 points, but that is the high score to beat. So I'll put a sign in here somewhere, and I can have a prize system. Also, when the timer begins and when the timer ends, I should have like a note block and maybe even like a jukebox, which starts music so that people know exactly like how much time they have. Could be something fun. I'll improve on it as we go, but I think the next step is just making this thing actually look good instead of just a piece of sandstone. I'm going to try and blend it within the biome here. So what do you guys think of the build here? You know, I tried to make it a little bit colorful. It does still look a little bit like a house. I'm trying to get out of that kind of building technique. I know what you're thinking. What is this roof, dude? What is this roof? Like, my idea was I wanted a logo with a target because this is a mini game about aim precision, but I don't know, something about that roof just looks a little bit ridiculous. I might have to raise it or something. As you can tell, I went a little bit crazy with the front here. I went back, I ended up updating this thing. I didn't feel right uploading it when it was half complete here, so I did do the sides here, just adding some windows, some more banners here along the back. I tried to make this back area super grassy so that it's like kind of locked off and you don't actually see the entrance here, but this is where the redstone is, so it's the back of the building here. But if we go to the front, I'm gonna try and right click on the empty map. Let's see if it pulls up like a target the way I want it to. Okay, that's pretty decent, dude. Pretty decent. I think it looks good. It's not super colorful on the top because I used blackstone, so maybe keeping that in mind for some of the other builds is using colorful roof blocks.
I don't even know what I'm supposed to do.
Alright, done. I had 48. Ah, see? I knew I was the best, yo. You only got 37. That CS training's been working. But I think that's gonna have to wrap up the minigame for today. We're gonna do something else now.
Like I put a wither skull in the front of the castle.
Oh, you did? Nice.
Let's both pick 2 blocks or a couple blocks to make a pallet or 2 for like the walls. You want to do that?
This is tough, yeah.
It is tough. I have an idea. Put a block beside this one. Okay. Okay, good, good. Now I'll put a block down. Ooh, okay, now you put a block down. That could be a wall pattern. Let's do another, because that was fucking sick.
I don't know, I used red sand twice, I think.
You could use redstone twice.
It's a crazy way to decide how to build.
Isn't it? I never really do this on my own, but since we're here together, that like a tile floor vibe. I think based on all these pallets, we could just start building and it'll come together, I think.
The copper is one of the only blocks in this game where you can see a build. Maybe there's other blocks, but you can see a build one way with one block and then it oxidizes on its own and you can see it a different way. Dude, I love these little fucking windows you put at the bottom.
Yes.
This is like real life.
Yes, thanks.
This is just like real life. And you put the
Thank you.
barrels around the windows.
Yes, thank you. I'm working on the details.
The oxer is starting to copperize. Well, they have to wax. Yeah, the copper lights are gonna waxadize. Dude, I swear to God, I'm not doing this on purpose. The villain's name from Halloween. Yo, with the leaf is sick. Calabar, yeah, from Halloween Town.
Send up chocolate bar.
Do you think if I go in there with a torch, I can take out Calabar? Moving the floor to inside.
Yeah, I love
you fucking with this?
Yeah.
I actually switched the terracotta to the other side. It looks like a flower design in the middle here. Oh, it's so good. Dude, the speed at which you flew out after breaking it.
I think we need to make a bridge, a big bridge. Yeah. This one's a classic. We can't
this one
renovate
has
this.
to stay.
Yeah, we can't. This one is a classic.
I just saw some typing on one of them. Yokiro Taco Bell. How old is that?
It must have been me, dude.
Hi. Wait, people have been typing? At this point, I jumped. He didn't make it. I'm gonna type something. Happy Thanksgiving. Okay, a little bit over dramatic with the soar in here. Hit the button, yo, hit the button.
No way, this is the fucking slot machine. What?
Oh, I don't know if
It made
sounds
a
on.
sound?
You gotta get a
This
jackpot.
is insane.
Watch, this is classic slots, okay? Now that you're off the machine, I'm gonna get a first try. Oh shit, that would have been such a clip. I think Jonah should be right. What the fuck? Why? Why?
Okay, what about this one? What about this one?
Okay, so for the end of the episode here, I'm doing something that I feel like people will find a little bit boring, but for me, I find super interesting, which is a project based on like accounting and creating a ledger. And if you can't tell by this episode already, I've been getting into Counter-Strike a lot here, and one of the biggest features of Counter-Strike is the skins in the game, which they have monetary value, and if you purchase a skin, you have to keep in mind that when you're buying it off something like Steam or something like that, you have to pay Steam fees, you have to pay taxes, there's a couple different fees, and so I was getting into this state of like having to do mathematical equations, like every time I was looking at the skins I purchased to see if they were in the green or in the red. So I'm on the Steam market here, and if you look at a skin like the AK-47 Nightwish, the value has been going up over time. So let's say I had purchased it at this time for $74.79. That's not the real price because Steam fees are included. Let's go to the lowest price here where it says buy now. I click buy now. If you look in this little section here, the skin is $111.35, but you also have to pay a Counter-Strike 2 fee, which is 10%, as well as a Steam transaction fee and local sales tax. So despite the skin being $111, you end up spending $130. And if I go to my Steam market here and I look at my market history, the price for the transactions that I made does not include those fees, like the Counter-Strike fees, Steam fees, and taxes. So I would have to do the math every time with this 327, for example. I would have to do the math to include the fees, then I would have to go back to the market. So instead of doing math every time, I want to have a building in Minecraft with a bunch of different book and quills and a bunch of different areas focused on different skins, and it's super organized, and I can just go towards there to see what purchases I've made, how much I spent, and when I spent it, basically. So in the future, instead of doing a bunch of math, I can just go to the Minecraft building. I'll have the Steam market open. I'll also have Minecraft open, and I'll have a ton of book and quills, which list all the transactions I've made with all those calculations included. Like, the process of accounting deals a lot with storage and whatnot, so I feel like the best place to build it would be by my storage crates here. 3 words for you guys: prime real estate. I can see my base from here. I can see my storage containers from here. This is a good spot, guys. Also, we're connected. You can't really see it. It's right here. I'm connected to the railway quite close, so I don't have to go crazy when it comes to connecting it. I don't know if you guys noticed, but lately when it comes to building, I've just been like cutting and the building is done. That's because my Perspective Lou account, my second account that I used to make these perspective shots, I forgot the password and I got locked out, and I tried to reach out to Mojang to get my password back, but I couldn't get it. And it's funny because Mojang support, I'll just be honest, terrible, dude. And I get it though, because it's like, it's Minecraft, you know, it's such an iconic game that whether or not they help you when it comes to customer support, you're gonna buy the game again. You're gonna buy, because for a minute there I was like, nah, fuck Minecraft, fuck Mojang, I'm not buying it. I'm just making videos with this account now, but I want that Perspective Lou back. So I'm caving. I'm gonna buy another Minecraft account. What's it even up to now? Like, I remember when Minecraft was 20 bones. Was it ever cheaper than 20 bucks? But I'm guessing it's like 40 bucks now or something like. That's Minecraft skin, or sorry, that's CSGO, CS2 skins, guys, we're talking about here. That's money. Mojang 1, me 0, but I guess cut to the Perspective Lou shot, hopefully. Okay, it's 30 bucks. It's went up $10, but that's not bad considering how many hours I put into the game. Whoa, I take it back, dude. Canadian, it's $40. It's still a good deal. What can I say? Whoa, now it's $45 after taxes and everything. Guys, I'm gonna have to add this to my ledger.
Don't tell a lie on me. I won't tell the truth about you. Don't tell a lie on me. I won't tell the truth about you. 30 minutes later, my future favors the legendary status of a hip-hop rhyme savior. Travel around the atlas in a spaceship, candy coated. My day shift been devoted to fucking up bundles of paper. Pi equals 314. The devil's pie is big enough to justify dough thing. Wait up. Lamping in Jamaica, the clouds turning, my thoughts turning, burning cash to oil. I've been determined to make and earn this seed in the soil is classified. I'm satisfied when I strategize my kids' future. I ain't sanctified enough to say that I won't shoot ya. I done vandalized the industry for a circuit, the earthiest / thirstiest nigga you know versus this scum of a land that transcend 2 surfaces. The richer the poor, the bigger the picture, the more blood pours. But don't tell a lie on me. I won't tell the truth about you. Don't tell a lie on me.
Yo, put me on your favorite album, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Oh, yeah. What you're seeing here, guys, is a rare season 1 clip. It's before I even had Perspective Lou. I used to build a pillar. You can kind of see it at the bottom there when I get hit by a phantom. I used to build pillars up in the air to record myself making builds, but phantoms used to get me and stuff like this. So I finally caved and I said, I'm buying an account, a second account. And it's just so lovely. Wasn't that such a lovely time lapse, guys? So I was thinking about how to organize these transactions, and I think I'm gonna have a book and quill dedicated to each weapon, like pistols, rifles, whatever, SMGs. And I'm also gonna organize it based on months. Each book and quill is named after a weapon, so this would be the CZ, and it's also alphabetically ordered too. This is the boring, annoying part. Quick stop at the XP farm so I can actually name these book and quills here. So So I did end up changing the organization a little bit for this one. Like I ended up putting pistols separately from rifles, SMGs, so on and so forth, instead of having everything in one chest, because it didn't fit unless I did a double chest, but I like the look of a singular chest instead. So when the month is over, maybe I'll take all of those booking quills and move it to like a deeper storage area over here. So the active booking quills will be in this area. For the rifles section, for example, I have each weapon highlighted, the FAMAS, GS, Galil, so far and so forth. And then whenever I make a transaction, I can open up the book. And then when the month is over, I could sign it. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna have to end the episode here for now. So thank you so much for watching. Got a little bit of a preview for next episode, so check it out and I'll catch you later.
Yeah, what I'm saying, we gotta restart Minecraft. If we restart, I will literally just start playing every day again. That's just the way it works. No, you can't go back until you get an elytra, and then you have to fly back. That's the goal.
I think that's fair.
She fucking with